Okay, so in this video we're going to make the coat hook. So we start off by sketching on the front plane, and we're going to sketch a rectangle which is 40 by 20. Okay, that. And this side. And this side we're going to put a radius of 4 on there. And a radius of 4 on here. And then there, a radius of 8. And then there, a radius of 8. It also says that the holes, which are 3mm, are on centres there. And it also says that there's two others here. We're going to put a construction line across here, 25mm long. It's central, so we'll dimension that from there to there at 12.5. And we also know it's 5mm from the bottom edge. And two circles there. Both at 3mm. That's about all the detail we can do on that sketch. Now we can extrude it. Extrude that sketch. We're going to go back 3mm. The reason we're going to go back is it allows us to have that front face right there on the datum plane. Next thing to do is to put the countersinks in. These are 1.5mm. This gives us a 6mm overall diameter of the external part of the countersink. And now for the trunk part of the coat hook. So first of all, sketch on this plane do this all in one chain, so there to there. So if we dimension that, 6. As you can see, it's all black, the lines now, so it's fully constrained. Next step is to put our ellipse, but that's on a different plane. So if we right click on this plane here and move it up by 50mm, because we're going from the centre here rather than the bottom, we're not going to move up 60, we're going to move up 50. And then we're going to sketch on that plane, and we're going to put an ellipse. This ellipse is 8 by 6, and dimensionally it is 20mm from the back edge. And there it is, floating in free space. Now we do need to put some guidelines in to help Onshape choose the path that we want it to take. So we're going to sketch those on the right plane. And what first of all we're going to do is just use the use and construction on this ellipse. Now you can see what happens when we click on this. It puts a construction line through it to its extents. Now we can draw some circles. And the radius of this one is 150. Sorry, the diameter is 150. And we can use the coincident command. Click the circle, click the extent, and again click the circle, click the extent. Do another circle now. This next circle is 120 diameter, and coincident again to this edge, and coincident to this edge. Now to trim this, if we were to trim at the minute, it wouldn't know any boundaries, so what we need to do is some construction lines, just straight across here and straight down. That will give us, so we can trim and trim. So now we've got the line of the front and the line of the back where it's actually going to take a path. So we're going to loft these shapes. So loft, always choose from the features tree at the side here rather than actually picking on the actual drawing. So the first bit we're going to choose this triangle here, well on that's sketch 2. It's then going to go to sketch 3, which is the ellipse. As you see there, it's taking a very weird path. It's probably the shortest path for Onshape, which is what it defaults to, but we want to take it the path here. So as a guideline and continuity, you see how here this corner is going to the front. We want the bottom to go to the front. So click guideline continuity, works as guides. I'm going to choose this as a guide, and then path, I'm going to choose this back line as a path. You can see there it's structured it just how we want it. And then all we have to do is to put the ball on the top. So we'll sketch on the top. Make sure we're in line with the centre, doesn't really matter too much else where we are. The important thing is that it's not snapped to anything. And that should be 15 millimeters. And it should be 20 millimeters from the back edge. That now lines up with the centre. Put a line there, trim half the circle away, and now we're going to revolve that around this centre point. Now when we press revolve, when it asks us to choose the face, if we go here and select, can you see it selects like a horseshoe shape? It won't be able to revolve that. So it's better to choose it from here, from the sketch, from the parts tree at the side, so the features tree. So click that sketch, and then revolve axis, this line, and it's revolved it round. So that is the part complete.